Alright guys, so unfortunately I don't have that cool graphing calculator app that I can use on my computer, so I'm just going to use a real graphing calculator. So the first thing you have to do is turn your calculator on, and now press Stat and press Edit, and we're going to enter random data that I found into what's called a list, which makes it a lot easier for us to organize. So first we enter 19, 36, 19, 13, 43, 8, 16, 14, 10, and 9. And I have 10 digits here. So one thing we can do to analyze this data is press Stat again, go right to Calc, and then press 1 for one var stats, or one variable statistics, since we only have one variable. Right now mine says list 2, but let's change it to list 1, so you press second 1, because our data is in list 1. Don't worry about frequency list, there is none right now, so now we press calculate, and then we get all this data. So what this gives us is we have x bar, or the mean of the data, then we have the sum of x, which is the sum of all the values that you put it into your list, and then the sum of x squared, which is all of your values squared and then added up, and that would be the sum of that. Then we have s of x, which is the sample standard deviation. You also have sigma x, which is the population standard deviation. They give you both because they don't know if your data is from a sample or a population. It's your job to determine that yourself. So there's an arrow next to n just because you can go down. So n is the number of values that you have in your list, which is 10. And then they give you the minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum, which is everything you need for a box plot. They give you the 5-number summary. So this is one way of making a box plot, by finding the 5-number summary, or you can just make one on your calculator by yourself. So let's do that. We press second y equals, which is stat plot. Make sure all of the other stat plots are off, these are off, and then just press 1, and then mine is on already, so that's good. Now we go down to type, and then there are 2 box plots here. The first one that the cursor is on is the box plot that shows the outliers. The one to the right of that shows the box plot with no outliers, but I don't know why you would choose that, because on the AP test they always expect you to show the outliers, so I'm just gonna press that one. And for the box plot, make sure that your X list is on list 1, because that's where you put your data. This is cool. You can choose what kind of dot you want for your outliers.